What's up YouTube, Demi here with a quick little spoiler reveal video. I also have some news. The Painbane video, which you may not have seen yet, I uploaded it last night. It's 6,000 exalts down the drain. It'll be linked in the description of this video. You should go watch it. It's a very long video, but it's worth it. Now, to get into the spoilers, we got a couple different things today. The main thing is that they revealed the Atlas of Worlds, which has been completely reshuffled, as usual. And here's the one with all of the maps on it. So I haven't actually looked at this for too long to figure out where stuff is, but the cool part that they've done this league is that every single map can have 5 sextants on it, according to one of the devs. Carl, right? He says that all maps can have 5 sextants affecting them on this layout, this Atlas layout. Every single map on the Atlas can have 5 sextants now, apparently. I don't know if that's completely accurate, but that's what people are saying. It looks like it. So it looks like Burial Chamber is probably a, oh god. What tier would that even be nowadays? It'll be a yellow map, probably a T6 now, which isn't too bad. Primordial Blocks is still shit. Like, the maps that people usually care about, I don't think they've changed too much. Grotto's probably a T4, looks like still. Bazaar's a yellow map now, so that's pretty cool for me. Primordial Pools down there, estuaries down there. 8th hole's pretty low tier, it's only T3 it looks like. What else is a favorite map? Underground Sea. Looks like it was downgraded a little bit again. Looks like a T4 maybe. Underground River is there. Well, this is all using information, assuming that we have the same monster density that we do currently. But a lot of this is really cool. I mean, 5 sextants on every map's great. Belfry looks like it's a red map still. But I think that's all the current favorites. Where's Courthouse? I don't even know. It also looks like there's some that haven't been named yet. We don't know what this map is. It's a new icon no one's been able to identify apparently. So we might get some new unique maps. Actually, that's not a unique map, it's correct. It's connected to the pathing, so it's probably a new T1, T2, T3, T4 map, most likely. T3 or T4 map. Are there any new unique maps that haven't been labeled yet? It doesn't look like it. Looks like it was just that one, unless I'm blind. But overall, it looks pretty cool. They've reshuffled it. A lot of the low tier maps are still low tier maps. You can farm them early, and then you can elder them if you want to, and they all have good sextant locations again. So that's pretty cool. The next thing, they have unveiled a new focus skill, or sorry, a new notable on the skill tree. It gives you phase damage reduction while channeling, so that's a huge thing, because when you're channeling, you can't move or dodge, so it's kind of important. You also get attack and cast with channeling skills, and damage with channeling skills. This is, I believe that's Zealot's Oath. So they move this up and then put it right here. Most likely they're just going to tilt this a little bit, or like put it, I don't know where they would put that. Just like bend this so it's down farther, this is down farther, this is down farther. I don't know. The only complaint that I'm hearing about this is that this part of the skill tree is super crowded already. Like, look how many notables there are right here. It's just kind of insane to put another one right here. It could do better. Like, I mean, I get it's a channeling skill. You want Inquisitors to have access to the channeling stuff, but like, why not put it here or something? You know, I don't know. Because we have this here. You could put it off of this pretty easily and it'd be fine. Or like here, like this one. So the tree is more symmetrical, you know? But it's cool to see that we're getting some actual ways to specialize into channeling instead of just building a generic spellcaster across the board and not being able to like specialize, which is one of the things about this game that makes sense. And then the last thing, which is really, really minor, is the there's an AOE we get the patch manifesto tomorrow. Not the actual patch notes, but a manifesto about synthesis and balance changes, all that stuff. People were asking if there's going to be anything about AOE since we've been complaining about that for a long time. And Beck says there was one paragraph about it. Some skills that had lower areas of effect than other skills without a good reason have either had their area increase or they gain additional radius as their gems level. Combined with new options for increasing spell AoE of effect, this should help these skills be more enjoyable to use. You'll find new sources of increased area effect on the passive tree for casters, and they're going to be doing the same thing for attack skills in the future, just not this next league. 3.7 is the melee rework, 3.6 is casters. So this means a lot of things. For those of you that don't know, a lot of gems, melee and spells, they gain radius based off of the level of the gem. So as you level them up farther and farther, they get like plus to radius. They're going to buff these numbers, which means that you'll be able to multiply that radius via your area of effect scaling on the skill tree and on your gear and whatnot. And they're adding new area of effect nodes to probably the spell nodes. I would assume stuff like the, like this has a little bit of AoE on it, but I think they would probably add it to like the notables. Increased AoE with like lightning skills and fire and cold skills, you know, and probably some chaos stuff as well. Where's the chaos nodes? Over here. It'll be good to see. I mean, that's the main issue with a lot of spells nowadays and melee skills is that they have shit AoE. So you're not going to use them in comparison to something like Vol Reef, which covers the whole screen without any AoE scaling. Or like Arc not needing AoE at all because it chains to the entire screen, or any projectile bow scale because it just covers everything anyway without having to invest into it, like Scourgio or Toxic Rain or Ellie Hit. Like they have huge AoE by default. This will allow spellcasters to be able to gain that same level of AoE without too much extreme effort to get it, which means that they'll have better clear speed and they'll feel more fun and more impactful, and people will be able to like use them to clear the maps a lot faster. But other than that, other than the GGG reveals and stuff, I'll have all these linked in the description if you want to take some look at them yourself. I will not be here for League Start. I'll be up in Canada and Toronto with some family stuff to take care of, so I will be missing League Start, and I won't be back until Monday. Normally I stream every League Start, twitch.tv/Demi. You should go give me a follow, but I'll be completely blind going in on probably Monday or Tuesday when I get back. So I will have videos scheduled ahead of time. I have some crafting videos up, but you won't be able to see me participating in synthesis until I get back. I will also, as always, when I do League Starts, I upload the VODs to YouTube afterwards so that you can see what I did to level, like all that stuff, whenever I decide to starter build as well. Once we get patch notes on the 6th, I'll be having the compilation of starter builds out, but I also want to try to make like a generic spellcaster tree so people can just use that. I wonder if I should do that now. I haven't really thought about it, so I'm not going to do that right now, but I will try to put out like a generic top of the tree spellcaster that'll work with Templar, Witch, or Shadow, or maybe even like with Marauder as well. And you should be able to play any AoE spell with it or anything like that. Like I'll try to make it super generic, give some suggestions for uniques, so it'll work with all of the spells that are coming out, basically. That way you don't have to worry about it. Like it'll work to level with until you want to specialize it later on at endgame when you have some currency, but it should work for everything. Like I'll get that figured out. I don't foresee many crazy pathing changes on the skill tree. We might get a couple new notables like that one that they've shown, but I doubt they rework the pathing on the skill tree. So I'll try to give you guys the ability to just like have this with any character, any skill, and just do whatever you want until you get the maps and you have some currency farmed up, and then you can specialize the character or like make a different build if you don't like it. But since it works with every skill, you can just try out all of the new skills with it, you know? Yeah, is there anything else I need to say? No, I think that's it. Relatively short news update, so if you're enjoying these, leave a like, leave a comment on whatever you think is going to happen with all this stuff. If you foresee any new notables besides this one, what do you think about the new Atlas? All that good stuff in the comments. Also, we have new merch, linked in the description of the video. Discount code LEMON if you want 10% off, but I'll stop rambling, and that'll be Demi out. I'll see you in the next one.